spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense takes the field. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Gonna swing it on second down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to...
He's loose. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Green. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Boom. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Green. Plucks it out of the air. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Green. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Green. Sends it downfield. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Gonna run it. It's Lacey. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Nope. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the ground, it's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for space. It's Hill. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football,
oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Green. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Hill. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. To the air, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Let's go, right. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. So now it's second and long. To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Green. Quickly out to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air. It's Green. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Green. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Working on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Rebels will call on their punt team.
Number 33 in punt formation to kick it away.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Back to pass, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. This time they'll go to the running game. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Green. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. He caught it.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Man, what a nice run by the Q. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so down?
Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Looking to throw at Simmons. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field.
Fourth down coming up.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
With the catch, it's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. The Razorbacks are on the move. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
All right, let's get it.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Just keeps slinging it. Back's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Quick strike complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. What a disappointment. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Find some fresh air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Cunningham. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Rush is on him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Green. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Green. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.